It's not often that Conor McGregor is gotten the better of by his opponent, or better yet, by anybody.
Who the is that guy?
Since his UFC debut in 2013, it's fair to say that the Notorious has been the most charismatic, quick-witted, entertaining superstar that the company has ever seen. And along with being the best talker outside of the cage, he's also achieved some pretty incredible feats inside the octagon too, cementing himself as one of the greatest combat sports athletes of all time. However, a decade in the game is a long time to be in the limelight, and any man, even the iconic Irishman, is bound to have had his embarrassing moments. Join me as we take a look back at the 8 times that Conor McGregor was surprisingly owned. Ahead of Conor's much-anticipated rubber match against longtime rival Dustin Poirier, the pair sat down to answer questions from MMA fans and media members alike at the UFC 264 pre-fight press conference. After the media members got their generic regurgitated questions answered by both men, the floor was given to a select number of patient fans who attended the press conference at the T-Mobile Arena. And well, a certain pink suit-wearing fan stole the show by hitting Conor with some home truths. Check this out.
Conor, question for you. You have won exactly 1 fight since Barack Obama was president.
Shut your mouth, I'll go down and smash your nose.
Conor, over a fighter
smash
who
your
has
nose
0
in.
wins
Rat. You
over the
little
last
rat.
6 fights.
You little rabbit thing. Someone
This
smack
man
him.
sent
Smack
you
him.
to a place where time doesn't exist 6 months ago. We want to know, why should anyone expect anything different on Saturday?
It's one more fight I won than your little sissy ass, you little fanny pad.
Why should we?
To be fair to McGregor, he fired back at Mr. Pink Suit Guy, but those words must have hurt more than the Irishman's subsequent silence may have conveyed. After lightweight champ Rafael dos Anjos pulled out of his fight versus the Mac Daddy through injury ahead of UFC 196, a certain Diaz brother was given the opportunity of a lifetime, or should I say, red panty night, as he stepped in to face, at this point, the biggest star the UFC had ever seen. Now, ahead of this bout, Conor hired a movement coach named Edal Portal, as the Irishman attempted to add another element to his pre-fight training camp. This didn't go unnoticed by Nate, however, who questioned the legitimacy of the Brazilian coach, prompting one of the greatest quotes in UFC press conference history, coming in at number 2.
Where's your boxing? Who do you train with? You got that little goop with you?
You got that skinny
I'm training
little
for real.
twerp,
No, I
that
got
little
real
skinny
training.
at the
I do real
open
camps with
workout.
real training
Who do you
partners.
train with?
Top
I'd slap
10
the head off your
fighters,
whole team
top
1 by
10
1. You and your big brother.
Top 10
You and your
jiu-jitsu
big
guys. Top 10 kickboxers. You're playing touch butt with that dork in the park, the ponytail. And I'm the one who ain't got no training partner. I don't think so.
Playing touch butt with that dork in the park? Never change, Nate. Never change. Back in 2016, Conor had established himself as the best featherweight in the UFC, but the Irishman dared to dream and go one further as he moved up a weight class in an attempt to capture the lightweight championship and become the first fighter in the history of the company to hold 2 belts simultaneously. The stage was set. McGregor took on Philly's own Eddie Alvarez at the iconic venue of Madison Square Garden, the first time that a UFC event was to be held at the prestigious arena. However, during one of the many pre-fight interviews with the 2 champs, the American undoubtedly got the better of the Irishman after sending shots at him for once being on welfare, claiming that welfare money is only for pregnant women and not real men. Here's the clip.
I mean, let's call a spade here.
Good for
Without
you.
me, you're talking 150,000 boys. When you're talking me, you're talking 2 million boys. Speak the truth.
Good for you. Hey, the UFC's good because of the fighters and the fights.
Okay.
You were on welfare, bro.
Okay, then.
You ain't no man. You took welfare.
Okay,
don't talk about money. Don't you talk about money.
Then
you
what
took,
wasn't it
you
at
took
that
money
place there?
from single moms. Single moms go on welfare, not men.
Conor,
you don't talk about money, all right? Keep your mouth shut when it talks about money.
Fair play to Eddie, as he's one of the few men to have gotten the better of Conor in a verbal exchange, although he probably would have preferred to have gotten the better of him physically in the octagon a few days later. Unfortunately for him, the Notorious one had other ideas. From one fighter criticizing Conor for being born poor to another criticizing him for being born rich. At this point, Conor's heard it all. For number 4, we go back to Nate, who not only went on to get the better of Conor in the squared circle at UFC 196, but also in this pre-fight interview with Jay and Dan. During the interview with Fox Sports Live, Nate managed to irritate Conor with a comment calling him a staged rich kid who was born rich after the interview was meant to have gone off the air. Check this unforgettable exchange out, where Nate visibly gets under Conor's skin.
Can't wait for Saturday, guys. Best of luck to both of you.
You don't believe that.
I believe you can't do nothing but survive. That's what you believe.
Right.
You're just praying you can survive.
Look at my lineup.
I can hear it in your voice. I can hear it in your words. You're just hoping to survive in there.
You over here
That's
acting.
it. If you get out a second, if you get out a first round, you're happy.
Staged rich
You're happy.
kid.
You're
a staged
you're
rich
You're gonna look for the
rich
your exit,
people
and I'm gonna
shouldn't
give it to you.
fight. Rich kids shouldn't fight ever. Real people fight. Real
Phil.
fighters fight, not kids.
I'll gut you like a fish, you tick.
You were born rich.
You don't know me. You don't know where the I came from. You little twerp. I'll ride into Stockton and take everyone out. Full of snitches in Stockton. Never heard of Stockton in my life.
Yeah.
Man, what I would give to go back to being an MMA fan in 2016. After beating Eddie Alvarez at UFC 205 to become the champ, Conor's work in the promotion was temporarily done, as he moved on to face boxing legend Floyd Mayweather in a bout that reportedly netted the Irishman over $130 million. The pair toured the globe and held pre-fight conferences in several major cities, one of which was in London, England, where Floyd was quick to remind Conor that despite being the #1 guy in the UFC, he's nothing more than the B-side for their boxing bout. The undefeated 40-year-old, dressed in a casual jumper, similar to the attire of UFC President Dana White, didn't hold back in telling the always pristinely dressed Irishman that, unlike him, he doesn't need to wear a suit to show that he's rich. He reminded Conor that he is just one of many fighters that businessmen like himself and Dana pimp out to make millions off of. Roll the clip.
Dana, you don't gotta wear no suit. Dana, I ain't gotta wear no suit. Me and you got the most money. Keep pimping this. 21 years ago, me and you had a game plan. We the smart ones when it's all said and done. Yeah, we know how to take these foreign fighters and we know how to use them.
Quadruple me net worth, you Phil.
We some smart Americans. And you right here running with a quitter, but I forgot. You the pimp, and this your hoe.
You could tell just by that awkward laugh into half-hearted smile that Conor had to really think about that one. The second man to feature twice on this list after Nate is Eddie Alvarez. The New York-born MMA veteran attempted to expose a money-saving trick of the Notorious after their legendary pre-fight presser in which Conor rocked up late in a white Gucci mink coat. Speaking with Conor to ESPN, Eddie revealed that he could still see the price tag hanging off Conor's recently purchased fur coat straight from the Gucci store in New York, claiming that he believes McGregor opted for the cheap version to simply rent it out for a day before returning it, as opposed to buying it. Check this out.
I was in Gucci picking up this mink.
You look good in it, there's no doubt about it. Eddie, you said last month...
Thank you, it's worth Eddie's show money.
Eddie, anything to say there?
Yeah, it's funny. I seen the tags hanging from it. I think he rented it. So you got found out, man. The tags were still hanging from your Mink. Yeah, either buy it or don't buy it, man. Come on.
Eddie, listen, you said...
That cost more than your show, puss, Eddie.
Yeah, you didn't buy it, though.
Yeah, I bought it all cash.
You didn't buy
all
it.
cash.
Then take the tags off, Conor.
One of you guys will be dressed for success.
Off,
one of you guys will be dressed for success on Saturday, either way. Listen, Eddie, I want to get back to you.
I think he stole it.
We'll wait to see if we can confirm that. Eddie, listen.
Conor's little snicker and deflection, comparing the price of the jacket to his opponent's UFC 205 show money, despite being pretty hilarious, suggests that Eddie may have been onto something. Now, featuring for the first time in this video at number 7 is Dustin the Diamond Poirier, the only man to have registered 2 wins over Conor McGregor. Although it could be argued that the Louisiana-born lightweight star has 3 wins over him. 1 by KO, 1 by TKO via injury, and 1 via press conference humiliation. Watch this.
This question's for Conor. Conor, in the build-up to the last fight, you were unusually kind to Dustin. Now on fight week, it's the exact opposite. So when did that switch happen?
Because he got knocked the out. Not McGregor fast, McGregor sleep.
If you didn't know, Poirier is referring to Conor's high-performance training program called McGregor Fast, and is playing on the fact that he slept the Irishman unconscious in their last bout, which would explain Conor's change of attitude from respectful to disrespectful towards the American. Conor's abnormal lack of response says it all. Dustin took a leaf out of his book for that one. The UFC 205 build-up was so legendary, how can we not revisit it one more time to take a look at another classic moment between Conor and Eddie Alvarez. During one of their many heated verbal exchanges ahead of the fight, Eddie tells Conor to take his stupid-ass sunglasses off. The Irishman doesn't take well to orders and, well, claps back with "make me" several times before, well, see for yourself.
I've been whooping his style, I've been whooping that style a long, long time. He's a stocky, stuffed wrestler with an overhand, that's it. So, I've been beating these guys up.
Tell him the truth. You ain't got a shot. Tell him the truth. You ain't got a shot.
One round you're gonna see.
You ain't got a shot. Your coach knows you ain't got a shot.
One round.
And anybody who knows anything about
you and your
knows you ain't got a shot.
You and your coach.
You ain't got a shot.
Conor, one more question.
You're here because you're the easiest dude in this division. That's why you're here.
Conor, one more question. What did you think
Take
about
them stupid ass glasses off.
Yeah, make me. Make me. Make me. Make me. Make me. Make me.
Make me. You took them off. You took them off. Thank you. You took them off.
Another rare moment that the Notorious has gotten the better of by his opponent, as Eddie actually indirectly gets him to take off his sunglasses before Conor proceeds to drop his coffee and name card on the floor. Well played, Eddie. Although, as we know, Conor once again got the last laugh in the octagon. So guys, that wraps up the rare 8 times that Conor McGregor was owned. It really is a testament to the Notorious that there are hardly 10 instances where the Irishman has been embarrassed over the span of his 10+ year career in the UFC. If we made a video of all the times that he owned his opponents, it would probably take us a month to make. Or possibly even longer. No, seriously. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to drop a like on the video and subscribe to the channel. And we'll see you next time.